Dave here with Half Dozen Customs. Welcome back to the inside of the Monte Carlo. It's been a long time since I've been on the inside. I was in here last week maybe, and I did the body mount in here, but no floor patch work in here probably in the last couple of months. I was doing all the body mount work for here in the trunk. We fixed the wheel well, we fixed where the quarter attaches, and we fixed a very large section in the rear trunk floor on the driver's side there. I'm done in the trunk for this particular point in time. I still have some seam sealer to clean out and some sandblasting to do and new seam sealer to be put back in. But for right now, I'm done in the trunk. I got everything that I needed to do done in there as far as metal goes. So we're going to come back in here now and I'm going to start working on getting this all cleaned up and ready to replace some metal. So I got a few things that I got cut out. I got some welds here that I think I'm gonna start right here and get these welds ground down from putting in this body mount. So let's start with that and get that ground down and ready to go. And then I got a couple of spots that I want to cut out. Right here where I started cutting, I got the metal cut out right there, and there's a rust hole like a ½ inch over from it, so I'm just going to cut out probably another inch of that going down to get rid of that rust hole. So and then there's a little bit of structure back here that has some rust holes in it that I'm just going to end up cutting it straight across instead of having this zigzag piece of metal that I need to replace. I'll just cut it straight across. So it does get two pieces here. It gets one piece over here and then another piece on this side that overlaps. So we'll get it cut out and cleaned up so that there's two pieces. Excuse me. I also have on this body mount here, I had to make like a pie cut in it so that I could bend it down to meet up with the rocker. And now there's like this pie slice cut out on each side. And I don't want nothing getting in there and filling up the inside of this body mount, you know, dirt, muck, water, pests, whatever. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up a little bit, and I'm just gonna bend a little 90 in a piece of metal and set it down over it and tack it in place. I'm not even gonna weld it up solid or anything. I'm just gonna tack it in place. So we have that to do too. I may do that. I may grind down these welds, cut out this this metal that I know that I want to cut out, and then we'll bend up a couple pieces, get those tacked in place, and then I can start making the first patch to go in. So thanks for joining us. I'm happy to be back in the car. Hope you guys enjoy the video. I don't think I had my compressor on. So cut that out, a little rust hole in there. It gives me a nice straight edge too, instead of this that I had before. It kind of makes it a little nicer if you keep everything square. More rust holes, and then, you know, a bunch of spot welds I would have to clean up. No, I don't have to. And it gives me a nice straight cut. This little scrap metal here I bent in the brake to hopefully fit over this. Okay, there's one. Let's do that again. This, and then I'm going to grab the welder. We'll get those tacked in place. So, and like I said, these are just they're just to close up that gap. I'm not going to weld them in solid or anything. I'm just going to tack them in place, and then we'll rust proof everything. That rust proofing stuff is nice and thick. It'll seal it up and just keep you know, water and muck and whatever from getting into the body mount. So and then we'll put the floor right over the top of it. So let me get the welder. Oh, man. Hey, it's a welding helmet. I totally missed that. So the actual body mount piece that that I sandblasted, it's like a diamond shaped piece that the bolt actually goes in, that did not get rust proofed, so I'm rust proofing that right now. And then I left a part of this body mount unprotected so that I could weld it to the side of the car. And so I'm going to rust proof that as well. I'm rust proofing the weld where I welded it to the side of the car. The inside of the rocker panel where it got sandblasted. And these pieces that I just put in, so. Okay, this is all coated and protected now. That was the last little bit that I had to do for that body mount. Okay, had to get some pictures. I'm still going to use this thin metal, even though I wasn't really happy with how it came out in the trunk. I have it, so I'm going to use it. Forget. Just kind of looking. So, just cut out that other piece. And reason I did that is then I don't have to notch my new piece out. And what I did was I left a lip like this far along the edge that I can take the new piece of floor. I can drill a couple of spot welds in it, and we'll spot weld those in, and then it saves me a whole section that I have to weld. We'll be able to spot weld it in and then just seam seal across the edge, and we're done, instead of having to weld around all this metal. I can just spot weld it in place and be done with it. So I think that's the route we're gonna go. And I think I need a bigger piece of metal. This one's not big enough. Maybe, maybe not. Close. Might be able to make that work.
No, Daddy bit me.
The hell is that? Okay, I think I can weld this piece in now. Weld it fully in. And then, you know, you can see that there's still an opening here. It was two pieces, and one piece overlaps the next with spot welds. So I'll get this piece all welded in, and then I'll make a piece that fits the rest of this with like, you know, I don't know, maybe like a inch to inch and a quarter overlap. So, but let me see. I need my welding gloves, and I think there is a welding helmet on the roof here. Okay. Okay, so good and strong, even for being a little bit of the thinner piece of metal. I got it spot welded along the edge of the rocker here. I drilled some spot welds along the top of the new floor brace, the body mount brace that we put in. So this floor is now tied to that body mount. It's tied to the quarter panel. We got it welded up in here. I tied it into the seatbelt piece. I left these welds a little chunky again just for some strength. We got this piece back here welded in, which I put in when I was doing the wheel well. When I cut out the section of the wheel well, this section of the floor was rotted out there. So I made a new piece of floor and we tacked it in. And then excuse me, my nose is all itchy.
Cute king.
And I tacked it in and then we finished up the wheel well. So we got all that. We got everything all welded up. There was a rust hole here, so I cut all that out. I cut it back to the good metal. We'll make a piece that goes back in here. I'll get it welded in. We'll weld it along the top. We'll seam seal along the bottom and up. You know, there's a seam seal edge that goes all along there. So all I really got to do is weld it in at the top. Maybe put a couple tacks in at the bottom, and then it'll get seam sealed in. So thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out.